Yo, 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 what is up? We're gonna get right into it. As you can see on the screen, welcome back. We're talking about the Umbra updates. Yes, new rogue company. I see you out here trying to do it. All right, so let's just jump right into it. Bam, testing schedule. So if you guys want to get in there, get your stream key, rogue company website, whatnot. Testing scheduling begins November 23rd. So it begins today through the end of the week, right over the holiday. Kind of weird, I don't know, but there you go. I guess they want to drop this soon. And then bam. So new rogue Umbra LTM mode sounds pretty crazy. We're gonna go over that a little bit later, and weapon balance changes. So we're gonna skip this new rogue part because we're gonna watch the trailer live with me. And then we're gonna come right down here. This is the next new hot thing. That's why I had it highlighted. New limited time mode, Battle Zone. It's pretty much the answer to Apex or any battle royale game. We're gonna go a little bit more into that later. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this, but we're gonna scroll down. As you can see, there's a lot in here, and they go over it in a lot of detail in the show. So if you haven't had a chance to see that, you're gonna check a little bit of that with me, and I'll put the description down in the comments below. Thing I want to kind of go over though is not so much this here, but more of the map highlights and the rogue changes. So 2 changes to High Castle and Favalas. Apparently there was a cardboard issue that would force your head to pop over the cover and you just get shot. So there's that. And then now players can also stand behind this tree and won't get hit too. I guess there was like issues, glitches that were happening to players. Didn't even realize what was going on. The rogue changes though. Anvil and Saint have I feel like the better changes out of all of them. Maybe the Fixer too. Anvil now gets his ability back faster, and he gets 2 barricades that can be put on the world. So an increase to those shields, so you can kind of control more space or like for bottleneck people into zones. Mostly what people do with Anvil anyway. Drone. So drone with Saint. Travel time. It's gonna get to your character faster after releasing or activation, which is kind of important because I feel like Saint, when you're using them, that drone just comes back to you almost right away because people get down before you can even pop it off. So, but that on top of them getting to them faster, they won't have as much health on revive. So, I guess according to them, having lifeline and drone flight speed increase, they believe having less health coming back is going to be the balance to that. So here's that. So the Fixer's duration ability has been increased from 6 seconds back to 10. I guess that's supposed to help him be able to see heat signatures and stuff, and also it help behind cover and under like smoke grenades and stuff like that. He'll be able to see a lot cleaner through that stuff as well. All right, Seeker improved bow radius reveal meter from 8 to 10. So apparently you'll get more visuals once you get a little bounce off the wall or whatever. Runway, Talon, and Trench can now all activate their abilities while jumping, which is something I didn't even know they couldn't even do, to be honest with you. I feel like I've always jumped and fired. Oh, I guess I'm thinking of Switchblade. She could always do that. I've never had a need to jump and drop down the suitcase with Runway, but I guess that was a thing. Well, there you go. Health regeneration starts at 5 seconds instead of 7. Let me tell you, that 7 seconds is killer. I know they make comments of this in the update show, talking about it was supposed to help the people sniping at long range. But let me tell you, in mid range and up close, when you're trying to like hide behind cover and get your health back, that 7 seconds takes forever. I'm so glad this is back to 5. Actually, this is the best thing they could ever done. And then a bunch of weapon changes here. As you can see, K30, full body, PK12, warrant, Riptide. A lot of to the automatics, I think. But anyway, I know there's another change that kind of like pseudo helps Anvil. I'm trying to find it. It's a gadget. It's not the tear gas. Where is it? The flashbang. Nope. Okay, so I don't know why I don't see it here. I know why I don't see it here in the notes. I forgot. If you watch the show, he talks about like they forgot to put it in the notes. from the show, and it's the C4. Actually, it's a C4 change, not just anvil. It also kind of indirectly helps anyone who uses C4. It has a little bit more durability. So apparently, it had like 1 hit point on it, and now it has 50, so it can take a couple shots. So you don't just like release it and have it blow up in midair, or at least it won't happen as easy. It can still happen, but you'll be able to actually get the plant and stuff, so it won't damage just coming right out of the character's hand. So there's that. Like I said, there's a lot more notes here. It goes over the gadgets, they go over the weapons, and so 2 things I wanna talk about, or like I'm most excited about. Number 1, this right here, we're gonna come right over Umbra. We're gonna check that out right now. So I have it queued up right where it starts. So this was the update show, which I definitely recommend you guys check out and get a few more details. Or let me just drop my music down a little bit lower, and we're gonna listen to that or watch that. In fact, I might need to turn my music off for this. Hang on, let me come out of full screen real quick so that I can actually hear what's going on, because it's going to be his trailer and what they're doing with him. So let's get right into it. I have my reaction with it as well.
We gotta get this back to the director.
Yeah, this is the teaser. Nothing new right there. I wonder if that eye is going to be an ability in game that actually helps you dodge bullets. Because if you notice, it glows gold. Yeah, that's super creepy.
There are greater things at stake than glory or vanity. There is purpose.
Actually, how are you alive with that much of your skull missing though? Like that spider like legit sits in the back of your head, dude.
There he is, Jarrell. Pretty spooky stuff, huh?
The spider never. I'll never get used to the spider. I'll be honest.
So that is him. This is
Comes with a regular
Umbra.
hand.
This is one of Jackal's
Automatic
highest
rifles.
ranking, officials in their
Oh, he's got a
organization.
new gun.
This is the first time
Bishop.
we're seeing an actual
Combat
agent
knife.
of Jackal out on
Hunter?
the field.
Hunter, is that a skill that we already
It's
have
really
in the
just been
game?
kind of a whisper on the wind.
Or do I just not play rogues with Hunter as a perk?
We know that they're up to no good out in the world of Rogue Company, but they've yet to show their face, and that all.
So semi-automatic DMR. Also, he starts with the DMR. Okay.
Been led to us because
increase
of
hip fire, recoils, suppress fire, upgrades, range, and radical bloom.
Wanted map, glitch, and chalk. Found something there. We don't know what.
So there's a DMR and an SMG.
After this little piece of data stored on that drive, and Umbra's got it. Glitch is looking a little worse.
Number 1,
what we're seeing.
I think I hate his grenades already. I don't like those grenades that much.
To kind of get into and introduce, first of all, his shop, his gameplay kit, what you can be expecting to see. Obviously, you're going to notice the Bishop first. And you can see next to the Bishop, DMRs and SMGs. That's becoming a more important factor of these rogues as we move forward. Not only what weapons they start with, but what weapon classes they have on offer. So Umbra will offer DMRs and SMGs. He will start with the Bishop, which is brand new semi-automatic DMR with a high fire rate, best in class fire rate, extremely fast. If you want to think about the LMPX SMG as sort of the hybrid between SMGs and ARs, think of the Bishop as the hybrid between a DMR and an assault rifle. So it's going to fire pretty quick. You can see by these upgrades, it's got magazine size, hip fire accuracy, reduced recoil, suppressed fire, damage range, and reduced bloom on the final one there. So very, very effective combat rifle at, kind of mid to close, but even, it has that DMR.
I like the look of it.
So it's going to hit pretty good, pretty hard from far away. Sounds awesome too, Jarrell. I love the way that this gun looks, the way that it feels to shoot, the way that it sounds.
38 per head tick.
Even when it's silenced, I think they did a great job.
So I wonder if he's holding the trigger down or if he's doing that manually.
Really cool rifle.
Yeah, and I really.
I said semi-automatic, so
my preferred weapon. So I'm really excited to use this one when it hits live.
I don't think he's pressing that. I think he's holding that.
It's super, super fun to use. That's what's new as far as the weapons. I definitely encourage you to use this one first. This is a bad, bad rifle, man. You guys are really going to enjoy getting your hands on this one, I think. It's important for you to, have this character so you can
30 at far
this
ranges.
DMR so that you can use it on other DMR characters. It's definitely a tool you want to have in your arsenal. We'll head back into the shop here. I'll start walking you through some of the other things. Executioner starting pistol. For him, the combat knife is another fun new element of his kit we'll talk a little bit about here. It's his melee weapon. It's pretty flavorful, kind of similar almost to the sledgehammer in that this is not specialized to be a thrown melee weapon. This is a very specialized swung melee weapon when you start to upgrade
You
it.
want to
So
be
it
up
never
close.
gets a damage increase. It always is going to hit for 40. It's going to throw for that standard 75. But what it gets when you upgrade it is that lunge distance. You can kind of see that on throw there. Standard throw damage, like we mentioned, stuck in big boy anvil there. But it's all focused on the lunge and the melee swing speed. So the swing speed was something we introduced with the sledgehammer, and now the combat knife is going to be getting that as well. So all about the swing there. For his gadgets, he's got the bounce grenade and the smoke grenade. Those aren't new. You guys should be pretty much familiar with kind of what those do. Looking down at the perks, we've got Berserker, Padded Steps, Hunter, Stalker, Replenish, and Life Drain. And if you'll notice, Hunter is new. You probably don't.
Okay,
don't
I thought I
recognize
didn't
what
recognize Hunter. All right.
do. This is a fun one that it synergizes really well with his ability that we'll show later on. But as your enemies are stomping around on the map,
Oh, you can see
they
their
will
footprints.
leave
Yo.
these little footprints there to kind of
So it's kind of like an intel.
better
All right.
idea of where
Was he an
where they're
intel-based
heading, where
character?
enemies maybe have been recently, and you can see it's got that little effect, the glow there. The glow is a little wonky in the shooting range. Sometimes it just doesn't work on the ground in the shooting range, but this kind of glows for you. You can kind of see it up there, flickering in and out. It's just to allow you to see where enemy have moved recently. These footprints appear whenever you're sprinting or
See how long they
walking.
last. So 1, 2,
Key
3, 4,
counterpoint to this
5,
perk
6, 7,
is if
8,
you're
9.
crouch
Turn the
walking, you
camera.
will not
Okay,
There we
rip.
go. There we got some good glowy.
I wanted to
footprints there.
count that to see
That's
how
what
long
you
they
need to kinda
last, so
look
you know
out
how
for.
long.
These
All right,
glowy
so starting
footprints
from when he
all
comes
around the map.
across. 1,
You want
2,
to
3,
avoid
4,
leaving a
5,
trail.
6, 7,
It's very
8,
important for you
9.
to crouch walk around, and you will not leave
So it
tracks
looks
or
like around
footprints, by this
10
point.
seconds, I'm guessing,
He's got replenished
before they
life
start
drain, Umbra.
disappearing
You
from
saw
where
a
they start.
cinematic.
You want to turn the
He's
camera
moving
so I
fast,
can
he's
see the
lethal,
origin.
and he's ready to kind of go from
But
combat engagement to combat engagement. Brad, why don't you take one of these?
yeah, roughly
these
around
bots
10
down
seconds.
for me. We can kind of talk a little bit about his passive and what that does. So the name of this passive, I'm hoping it works on bots. It does. Okay, so you see there.
Oh, he got armor. The
You
fuck?
have increased maximum health now. You have 110 health. This is his passive. This is Siphon, is the name of this. So if you're used to this mechanic and you've only ever seen this on Vi when she drains health from people with her poison, Umbra gets this whenever he downs or eliminates. And as these bots, they don't go down, right? They're just being instant eliminated. That's why you're seeing 10. A down is worth 5 maximum health, and an elimination is worth 5 maximum health. And you
Wow.
don't have to be the one to score the elimination.
That's actually
as long as
wild.
you're a part of that down and elim, you should be getting credit for this. So you're basically, as you're winning these fights, you're getting more and more health up to a cap of 125. So you're kind
Still
of moving
though,
around
like
an armored target.
people
It's
have
not
to pay
armor, it's more special than that.
12,000 for
Just
that.
maximum
My
health,
man
you
just
can
shoots
get
for
rid
it.
of health.
What?
You don't have to channel repair or anything, and as soon as that regens, you will be good to go. It's kind of reflected by that green chiclet there. So when you're fighting Umbras, be on the lookout for that green chiclet and just be aware that, okay, he's a little bit tankier right now. He's got some extra health. He's gotten a couple downs. It's a great passive to help keep him roll. It synergizes really nicely with the life drain there. And then the moment you've all been waiting for, the ability for this character, very, very unique, very, very
All right,
fun.
let's see it.
The
Let's see it.
ARC Arachnid spider drone crawls out of the back of Umbra's head.
Whoa.
You have 12
That is
seconds to
wild.
pilot this explosive spider around the map. You can see its explosion radius by this red kind of highlighted circle on the ground there. Like I mentioned, you have 12 seconds before it blows up automatically. And that's for, your enemies too. They have that much time to kind of run away. You can jump around the map. You can run around.
So does it blow up on contact? Or do you have to blow it up yourself?
And that's only at the center. This works similar to a grenade or any other explosive in our game, where the farther you are from the center of that explosion, the less damage you're going to take. So
It's
you kill
chasing,
the
so
handle
you
the
have to
first time,
detonate
we
it
hit him
yourself.
with the edge of the explosion here. We'll see that it will not be lethal to our big boy there. Armored targets are going to be especially kind of more safe from that. So run away from this thing. It can't jump quite as high as the rest of the rogues. It can't mantle. So if you can jump and mantle up onto something, That's a good way to get safe from this. This spider can be shot. It can be EMP'd, killed by trip mines. It can be slowed by the barbed wires.
My man was just
There's a lot
moonwalking
you can
backwards. We
do
got a
to
glitch in the
play
matrix.
around,
What?
what happens with the spider and what you can expect. Glitch can hack it. Any sort of means by destroying a gadget that you're used to, that's going to be your main route and your main kind of priority for destroying.
That's pretty wild
the
though.
spider.
That's a good plant pick. So if you
That kind of does it for
anyone
for
camping
Umbra's,
around corners and
gameplay
stuff
kit,
like that,
Jarrell. I know you didn't seem like you're the biggest fan of the
you can
spiders.
get 'em.
Going into that cinematic, what are your thoughts on the kit overall? Is this looking like a guy you might be maining?
I will say they did a fantastic job animating the spider.
Absolutely.
And I hate that, but
I hate it, but I love it. But I hate it, but I love it.
I wonder how vulnerable Umbra is
Yeah. It's super
when
fun.
he is in spider crouch position. Like if someone comes up behind him while he's sending the drone off another direction, can he be shot down? I feel like the answer is yes, but he doesn't say anything extensively about that.
Spider's a great way to kind of give you a little kickstart, get you jumped up to that 105, 110 HP.
Wow. So yeah. All right. Let's check out. Well, let me see if they have any more real quick for him before I move on.
An advantage.
Unique rogue.
To run in, almost as like
Let me skip ahead a little bit.
They got to shoot them. Have your EMP grenades ready to go.
Okay, mastery levels. All right, let's talk about that.
Look at some of this Umbra mastery spray. Wow, what a great one there.
Yeah, that is pretty sick.
Cool. Yeah. That's my first time seeing this one too. This is sweet. Obviously, pretty standard mastery track here. You're going to get your spray. You're going to get your
gross
special spider themed emote. He's the man, the myth, the legend. I love like the small details of the spider. When your ability is on cooldown, the spider lives in the back of your cybernetic skull, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's just a gap there, right? There is clearly a space for the spider, and it's.
Oh, that's a nice border.
Your cybernetic skull is nearly empty when your spider's on cooldown, and then when it recharges, the hand of Jackal. Spider crawls back into its little nest there in the back of your skull. So very creepy, a very cool character. I like it. I love it. I love the Jackal presence now in Rogue Company. It's this looming evil presence that we've just known is kind of working in the background, but now to finally see them step out into the light and show their hand.
All right, what else you got?
Yeah, big fan of the knife and flip. Now that we've taken a look at Umbra, let's go talk about something that the community is also.
All right, so they're going on with different news real quick. Hot take on Umbra. I like his idea. The bishop looks amazing. The spider is pretty cool as far as a mechanic. The passive to kind of see where people are going, or rather to get armor. Sorry, the hunter skill is nice to kind of see where people are going. I wonder one of the rogues are going to get that besides him. But the passive to just get free armor from shooting, I feel like that's kind of a slap in the face to everyone else who has to pay $1,200 for that. I get they can repair it, maybe, I don't know, but this man gets it from downing and shooting. If you do well with them, you'll always have 125 armor. Like, it's crazy. But all right, you just get that without any cost. Just play the game. Good job. Skipping over, we're going to come down here to the new map now, or new game mode, Battle Zone. You guys have to check this out. This is kind of wild to me. Because, like, TLDR, like, literally it's the end game, or the end game of a regular battle mode. So you're playing Apex, right? And you're down to that crunch time where, like, the zone is moving in and you guys just make stuff happen. Like, that's their whole premise. They wanted you to kind of like just rush through and play like immediately. So it's kind of a fast-paced battle royale mode, and it's round-based or whatever. But on top of that, they actually have like loot crates and stuff now. So like, I suppose it's cool that they have their answer to it, but at the same time, like, man, you've come up with some interesting limited time modes on your own. Like, kind of like ripping it. You know what I mean? Like. And they have this invitational coming up in January too, if you guys aren't familiar, where they're inviting teams to play. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they're just repeating what's already there. Like, I don't know. Check it out. So look at it. It's a nice addition. I will say I do like what they're trying to do with it, but like,
see his cool walk.
I'm also conflicted. Like,
to appreciate the
I don't
spider
know.
nest
Anyway, you guys be the judge. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about the new map. If you're like excited for it, or if you think they're kind of just like copying, or you know what I mean. But I suppose all these battle royale games are very similar to some degree anyway. So
Oh,
screw it.
knife in the dark
100%.
kind of look for him. So
100%.
like I mentioned, a lot going on here for Battle Zone Jarrell. This is a really exciting game mode that we're super pumped to bring to you guys. Still wanted to kind of set the stage here. 4v4, just one team versus one team. We've been doing a lot of respawn mode, so it's time we did a one life thing, right? This is a one life mode. It's bringing that intensity. Every life matters for you. You can see at the top, it's a best of 7, so AKA first to 4 round wins to take the win of the game. Each round, you're going to have a baseline of cash. You can see on screen, we've got $3,000 here. That's all you're going to have to spend in this first round. And that's the case for every round. Each round, you will receive, every player in the game will receive a baseline amount of cash for just progressing through the game. And then you will also receive a performance bonus. You can see we've got our current round cash at 3,000. We've even got our next round cash. You can start to plan your spending a little bit there. You will get 4,500 plus your performance bonus from this round. This is things like downing people, reviving, all of your standard performance metrics are still in play here. There's also the cash drops, similar to like a TDM, where you're picking those up and you're granting your team 500 team-wide cash. Really, really, exciting economy here. We've done a couple of things differently, and we're, just excited to see what you guys think of it. Getting into the shop here a little bit. Every round you got to spend it or you're going to lose it, right? It's a very important part of this economy. You're receiving the same money as everyone else on these rounds. So do your best to spend as much money as possible, because as soon as you jump out of the plane, anything that you didn't spend is going to be flushed. This helps keep the economy very stable and make sure that you don't have to do any like full saving, right? We're seeing some perks down here that are costing $12,000, right? It is not a viable option in this game mode to just continue to save and spend nothing and spend nothing and save up and try and rush these expensive perks quickly. You need to spend your money every single round. Use it or lose it. That is the name of the game for the cash in this game mode. And speaking of the shop, it looks a little different, Jarrell. There's no guns in here. I'm not seeing anything that I'm used to seeing here. I'm seeing 12 perks. I'm seeing 6 gadgets. It's crazy what we've done here with the shop, right? You're seeing some familiar faces and you're seeing some new faces, right? We see Stalker. I know what that is. It's a different price here for this game mode. And I'm seeing Quick Hands. That's completely new. What we've done is take some of the perks that fit pretty well, generally speaking, for most of the rogues and for this game mode. And then we've taken some others that they work, but they maybe just don't stand so well on their own. So for an example, Quick Hands is just Berserker plus Nimble Hands slammed together. So you're going to be getting your increased weapon swap speed, your reload speed.
Yeah, I want that in every mode.
Sprinting. This is Berserker plus Nimble Hands slammed together. You've got your padded steps. That's pretty standard. Everybody should know what this one does by now. As long as you're not sprinting, you'll be moving dead silent. Ghost is something that is new, but has elements that you're probably familiar with.
A blow up to all Intel characters.
So things like your Dallases, your Seekers, your Sticky Cams, your Talons. Ghost is your anti-intel perk.
Screw your ability.
Familiar with as well. It's an important thing. A small note that I missed that it plays a very important role. You have 125 base health in this mode, so up 25 health from a normal Rogue Company mode. And the kicker is you have no health regen, so any damage you take is going to stick. So,
oh, by the way, this is the new tryhard mode. You thought it was ranked? No, it's this LTM.
Description for this mode only. Obviously, there's no health regen, so Lifeline can't restart your health regeneration like it does in all of our other modes. So Lifeline is just the 50% faster revive. So still very strong. We've adjusted the price and kind of slotted in where we think it's worth. Headstrong, this is going to function exactly how you might expect it to in any of the other Rogue Company modes. You're going to gain your 25 additional repairable armor. Restock, this is another hybrid perk where we slam 2 things together. This is Replenish plus resupply. So eliminations are going to restore that ammo, reload your weapon, and drop the supply kit.
Yeah, Quick Hands and Restock just need to be permanent perks in all modes.
Of a couple perks you might be familiar with. You're going to be seeing the enemy footprints from Hunter. We just went over
Big
this
facts.
with Umbra. And we've smashed in reveal enemies when you shoot them, aka tracker rounds. So tracker is tracker rounds plus Hunter. You're getting lots and lots of information from this one. An entirely brand new perk that you're not going to recognize is Blaster here. This increases your explosive damage by 50%. So this applies not only to your things, your lethals like your trip mines, your bounce grenades, your semtex grenades, but it applies to your explosive damage rogue abilities, aka Merv Launcher, aka Umbra's Arachnid Spider, aka the Switchblade Chaos Launcher. All of these explosive rogues are going to benefit.
Oops,
Just like a Saint would
someone's
benefit
phone
from
went
down a
off.
Lifeline, or a Dahlia would benefit from their Resurrect ability, being sped up by Lifeline. Your
How did he catch that the
Boom
first
Boom
time?
rogues are going to be supplemented by picking up Blaster. Tenacity, just good old Tenacity. It's just that good. It's back in its its old form. Just has that explosive damage. So you've got the yin and the yang there. You've got your Blaster and your Tenacity. And then we've got two brand new ones down there for $12,000. The big buck, big money, big spender perks. Crack Shot increases your headshot damage by 30%. And Bulletproof is going to reduce the amount of firearm only gun bullet damage that you take by 20%.
Both
And
of those
these
are
are
big.
Yeah, those are big damage reductions, big damage amps. And Jarrell, a big part of that is it might sound
All right, we're
small,
gonna
but there's a
skip
lot
ahead.
more
They
health
do a lot of
involved
talking
in
here. You
these
guys
rogues.
can
So
kind of
you're
watch it on
getting
your own a little bit
25
more if you
base
want a little bit more
Have
details. But
Headstrong available in the shop to get you
TLDR on the gadgets,
We have
they go
plenty of
away
other
each round. You got to
offerings
keep
that we're
buying them.
getting.
Let's
We're almost done.
skip
We have
ahead
a
to
bonus that you
the
throw in.
actual
Of course,
gameplay of
keep
this
buying
map and how
this
this is going to work. Let me just fast forward in here.
for the just amount of
Like the gadgets
make
are all
sure
stuff you know, so
that you're spending all of it. Do not waste
Yeah.
money in this
you
game.
guys are familiar
You
with
need
all
to
the
make sure
gadgets.
you're being as
So
efficient as possible. Let's drop into the match. When the match starts, Zone 1 appearing in 30 seconds. Umbra's going to jump out of the plane here. I'm looking down. I'm seeing the map trail. I'm seeing all these boxes and these colors.
green little
These
boxes
are
on the map.
loot crates. You start with a pistol and you cannot purchase primary weapons. Weapons must be looted from crates that are placed around the map in the world. We're going to pop this one open and we see two things available to us. We see a devotion and we see a conviction. And we see that they're green. Pretty on par with what we've seen so far. I see these green
See
boxes,
that zone closing
green weapons. This
and
is
the
just to
loot
indicate
crates.
rarity.
This is what I'm talking about, like
All
that
of these
Apex
weapons,
comparison I'm
what the
making right
rarity
there. Like I'm
means
not
is
chilling,
what
bro.
level of this weapon that you're seeing is. So green is like, that's going to be your level 1 upgrade applied to this. If you see a blue, a rare, that's going to be your level 2 upgrade. And then, of course, so on and so forth. Greens, I think, are base. I think blue is level 1. Epic purples are going to be your level 2s. And then your legendaries are going to be your capped out. All the upgrades on that weapon, those are going to be gold. You can ping weapons in the crates, pop these bad boys open. You can see Brad grabbed one of these weapons and pinged some others for his teammates. The zone is collapsing. This mode moves quickly, guys. You got to drop in. You have to find some loot, get some weapons, and get set up. This is what our battle zone looks like here. It's this wall. It starts to make noise when you get close to it. This very scary kind of noise, and it moves quickly, right? It hits. Got a couple 10 seconds or so, and then we're moving again here. This one hits hard as the game continues on. It's going to be hitting harder and harder and harder. And an important note is that the zone does direct damage to your HP. So if you have armor or something like that, that's all well and good to mitigate bullets, but it's not going to allow you to.
And mind you, your health does not come back in this mode too. So if you get hit by that zone, that's mad damage.
The zone is aggressive. There's not a lot. Some battle royals have like this heal off element to it.
It's like it ticks 20 points
Battle zone is lethal,
every time.
Fast. You have to respect this circle and you have to move quickly.
It's a lot of
longest
damage.
sort of down period is going to be right at the start of the round.
All right, let's get them back into the zone drop there. There we go.
We're getting better and better stuff. We're getting more money. Our crates are increasing of rarity as we kind of move through these rounds. And now most of our weapons, and now we've gotten an epic weapon. All of these crates, you're going to be guaranteed to get at least one weapon. Now we've got a legendary armor popping out of this one. You can see this is just a rare blue crate. So you're guaranteed to get that at least.
Look how much armor that gave him. He went from 125 to 200.
Loot that could be higher tiers, right? We got 3 pieces of loot.
And he's at 200 health.
And it was not only a rare, but an epic, and not only an epic, but a legendary armor as well. And you can see we've shot up from 125 base health to 200 base health of repairable armor. It's a really important note. All of the armor that you pick up in these crates works exactly like Headstrong does, but it is a little bit longer to repair. It's a 5-second channel as opposed to the 3-second channel that you're used to, just because you're getting so much more HP. So we're going to take just a little bit of damage here and repair that bad boy up. And we're going to see that is a 5-second channel there. This is a legendary armor. It's providing us 75 armor to take us from our 125 base all the way up to the 200 health mark, which is, before you were looking at, I'm seeing blaster, more explosive damage, double Semtex grenades, 30% headshot damage. And now you're understanding a little bit why. You're dealing with so much more health in this mode that it's okay. And it's
So now we get an
fun to
actual
use
little
damage
gameplay in the
things,
mode with them
specialized
testing
builds
it
that
and
we can
whatnot,
go. If you want to be,
which I think is
an
actually the most
explosive
helpful
guy
part
and
right
just
here.
blow people up with lots of grenades and blaster or switchblade, you can do that. If you want to go for high precision and just go for crack shot and play with your DMR on your bishop on your brand new rogue Umbra that you
So
just
this
picked
person
up,
went with
you can do that. And there's so many different
gadgets
ways
first,
to
no
move
perks.
around
Just go in and get the stuff to try to get an advantage to get your money up for the
play
next
this
round.
new
I like
mode
that
and make
strategy.
these
It's not bad.
decisions with these new perks and these new gadget upgrades and new armors and a lot of new in this mode. A lot of new in this
See him
update
creeping
too,
already though.
and a lot of fun
You
stuff.
gotta kind of move though. You only have
This is
10
such a
seconds before the zone
different
closes in.
mode than from anything you've ever experienced in Rogue Company before. So
Yeah,
highly encourage you guys to get in there and play around with it.
I think it's a really unique take on the battle royale formula, because it's
Yeah.
almost as if like we took the most tense moments of a battle royale, the last
Yep.
5 minutes of a game,
Yeah.
two teams
The
left,
goal. That's the
clutching
goal.
it out.
That's
Yeah.
You nailed it, man. You nailed it. It's to give you that feeling quickly of you're getting in, you're looting, you're thinking about your positioning.
All right, so this is all the information they've given you so far that I'm gonna skip ahead to the next reveal about it.
Single round, it gets more and
The
more
work.
tense.
Yep.
And demands a little bit more.
Come on.
Consumable. You use them or lose them. It's important to note that the perks don't, right? The perks are still permanent. The perks are still kind of function basically like you would expect them to in any other.
I like how the loot crates though are completely visible as you come down, so you can kind of choose your location like you would, like choosing your zone in Apex and whatnot.
Escalation feeling. You're continuing to grow in power and strength and health and damage as you kind of get into these later rounds of this game. Is that when you buy Blaster, you're good to go. You've got it for the rest of the game. When you buy that Lifeline, when you buy that Headstrong, you've got that for the rest of the round, and you're just getting stronger and stronger. It's only the gadgets that have that tough decision of, I need to use this round or I'm going to lose it, and I got to rebuy it.
Come on, guys. Get to the next important part here.
Fighting for your life
takes it out of you,
every
man.
round. Yeah.
It's fun. It's we've done a lot of the hills.
Skip ahead. I think it's a different map altogether.
This game, are we going to play early?
Yeah, there's just more of them talking about the zone, but there's another detail that they haven't talked about yet.
The waiting game.
Yep, I got it.
I'm looking forward to the
Later in there, we're in a legendary round now. All
Okay, there we go.
Are gold crates.
The gold
You're
crates.
going to be expecting to see at least a gold legendary weapon out of each one of these crates. We're going to pop this open. We got two. We got an MXR. We got a D40C. So you hit the ground. You got to run around. You got to loot. There's some gold armor as well. Armor is not guaranteed in all these crates, so I highly encourage you to loot and loot and loot. Make sure you get all of the crates you can safely. Brad's already got armor here. He's going to want to ping that armor for a teammate to make sure. And look at
Here we go, the orange crate.
The fabled mythic crate, the orange color there. These have a chance of spawning in each round, but the later the game goes, the higher the chance gets. These are in highly contested areas of the map, way out in the open, dead center of mid here. It comes
225 health.
Armor, a mythic weapon. It could be,
that does more damage.
Different mythic weapons in there, and a mythic gadget. So this is the health shot here. This is only available in a mythic crate. It's the only source of healing in the game that you can have access to in these crates. There's things like mythic grenades. There's things like the mythic conviction. We've got a D40. We've got a KA. All of these other guns that you're used to seeing are upgraded versions, right? The gold D40.
I just noticed there that his spider did not cause any splash damage on him. So next question, if he pops that ability and someone sees him and they blow up the spider off of activation, will he take 0 damage for that?
But they they also do more damage. So this is the only type of
Or is this
weapon
just for the
in the game
demonstration purposes? I'm
that is
kind of curious
going
about that,
to
actually.
actually do more
Guess
damage
we'll
than
to
that
find out
normal
in game.
potion, that you've got. And, when you start combining this with like your crack
Yo,
shot,
that did
your
dumb
headshot
damage. You
even
guys see
for
how much damage that
extremely
did?
much damage.
Jesus.
These are bots, right? These have just 100 health, so they're gonna go down. 50 damage to the body,
100 to the head.
by crack shot with this mythic devotion. You are gonna be.
But anyway,
absolutely
that
sliced and
is
fooled.
the LTM mode here. So we're going to end it there as far as what their presentation. I encourage you to actually watch the full Umbra update show. They go over other things coming through, like a ton of emotes and stuff, some pretty badass ones in my opinion. They make some pretty good emotes, to be honest with you guys. Other cosmetics and some other things coming down the line. I guess I assume next week, because the if we see the testing zone is this week starting today as we're recording this on the 23rd. So this will be uploaded the next day, the 24th. But definitely check it out. It's going to be pretty cool. I'm excited for this, and I kind of wish this update show was the last update show, to be honest with you. The last update show was lackluster for season 4. They were holding all of this in. New Rogue, new LTM. Like, where was this information? That's my hot take right there. Where was this before to get me excited about season 4? Because up to then, I wasn't even sure I was going to buy the battle pass for this season, to be honest with you guys. But anyway, let me know in the comments below what you think about these new changes, the new Rogue Umbra, the new LTM, the changes to the gadgets. Definitely take a read through on your own and see if any of your weapons are affected down here. So definitely, it's going to be cool. I'm excited where it's going, at least. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Oh, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how you feel. If you're enjoying the boy, hit me up with a like. And maybe get hip to the channel and see what's coming out with new gear, new things down the line. All right. Catch you guys next time. Peace.